All right, the rumors are totally true. I am a cyborg and have been since January of 2009 when I started using an insulin pump to manage my insulin dosages. Here, I will show it to you. Okay, so this is my MiniMed Paradigm Revel insulin pump. It's by Medtronic, and the insulin is in here, and this device calculates things, and then it shoots it out of this little tube, and basically this tube, here we'll adjust, is attached to me right there. So, and it actually detaches. So I can take this thing on and off because the thing is actually, it's water resistant but not waterproof. So I take it off for things like showers or to go swimming. But anyways, this device actually acts as a external pancreas that I control with some suggestions from my doctors, of course. And since a cyborg is basically a biological, it's a being with both biological and artificial parts, I think that that label fits me perfectly. To explain how the thing works, I want to tell you first how I did things before getting this device. And basically, I used to use two different kinds of insulin. One that was long-acting. Basically, I'd take one shot at night, and it would work for about 24 hours. Now, it's imperfect and would peak at different hours, but it gave you like this low level of insulin. Because if you remember, I explained that your body is checking itself every 7 seconds. And so you're constantly making little adjustments throughout the day. So that base level of insulin, that basal rate, as they call it, of insulin, allows you to kind of adjust a little bit. Then I was also using this stuff, which is a fast-acting insulin. Now, this stuff works in about 15 minutes, peaks at about 2 hours, and continues to work for about 4 to 6. So this is what you use when you want to eat something. Basically, if I wanted to eat, I would grab a syringe and grab this bottle and pull a bunch of insulin out of it, depending on how many carbs I believed was in the meal, and inject it into my side, and that was that. But the thing is, pulling this out makes a lot of people uncomfortable. So a lot of times I would have to run to the bathroom or, just excuse myself from the dinner table. I got more comfortable as time went on, but I still didn't like making strangers feel really awkward by pulling out a syringe at dinner. So now things are much easier. All right, so now I have this insulin pump, and it's a device that delivers a precise dose of the rapid-acting insulin 24/7. So it replaces the long-acting insulin with a very small amount of insulin that is being dripped out of this thing. Even as I talk to you right now, there's a very low level that's been programmed to basically go through the tube and into my system all the time. So that's cool. And then what's really great is basically when I want to eat, this thing is on demand. I just say I'm going to eat 60 carbs this meal, and it tells me, okay, you need 4 units of insulin for that. I hit a button and it starts pushing it out, and then I get a higher dosage, and it covers my food. So some of the benefits of this is, a big one is flexibility. It allows you to not have to keep such a strict schedule about eating or exercising or when you're going to take injections. Also, you get to take fewer injections. I used to take anywhere from 3 to 10 shots a day to manage this thing, and now I change this thing with a needle once every 3 days. So that's a lot less. That's like 20-something less puncture wounds in 3 days. So there's that. There's also better predictability of how that insulin is going to be absorbed into your system, because sometimes certain areas of your body absorb insulin better than others, but this works really, really well. It also has an internal calculator, so it protects you from overcorrecting. Basically, when you tell it things, it remembers, oh, but you had a dose that was this big at this time, so that's still running through your system, so you should only give yourself this much, which is cool. What else does it do? Oh, it also is a lot more specific about how much insulin you give yourself. So I can give myself like 2.4 units of insulin, which is really hard with something like this because all I have is like little numbers going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's kind of an imperfect system. But this one's great. This thing goes down to the 0.025 unit increment. It also carries a pretty healthy dose of insulin, so it's like 300 units are in here, so that definitely lasts the 3 days that I need it to. Now, things can go wrong with something like this. The pump can malfunction, and your insulin can lose its potency and you not notice. It can leak, or the infusion set where you put it in gets clogged. And so you want to make sure that you're testing your blood sugar so that just in case it doesn't, you'll notice if you're not getting insulin and your blood sugar starts to raise. So in the event that that happens, and that has happened once to me, and I think the 3 years that I've been using this guy, but if that does happen, I always have this. I always have like an emergency kit of, a vial of insulin and a couple syringes on hand just in case. Now, sometime soon, I am going to show you how I change my insulin pump and refill the insulin cartridge and change my infusion site. But for now, that's all. Signing off. Okay, cheers.